Washington, and President Truman signs the proclamation putting the Atlantic Charter into effect.
What was once an organization meant to bring the West closer in the aftermath of World War II has now become saddled with divisions. U.S. President Donald Trump says it's obsolete. His French counterpart Emmanuel Macron calls it brain dead. Yet German Chancellor Angela Merkel takes a more positive view of its merit.
Europe cannot defend itself on its own at present. We rely on this transatlantic alliance. And that is why it is right for us to work for this alliance and take on more responsibilities.
Sparks first started to fly at last year's NATO summit when Trump called member states delinquent for not paying their fair share to the bloc. He told them to carry their own weight and to stop relying on Washington. He's followed through on this warning, it seems. Last Thursday, the White House announced it would cut funding to the alliance from 22% to 16%. And officials say it's now on other members to make up for the shortfall. However, the NATO chief confirmed the very next day that moves had been made to find the cash.
I can announce that the accumulated increase in defense spending by the end of 2024 will be $400 billion. This is unprecedented progress.
While many observers are expecting more fireworks in London this week, another crack in NATO's armor is starting to show regarding Turkey. Ankara was already under fire from other member states for buying a Russian missile defense system, a move which greatly angered Washington. But it also lost support of the French president after it launched a military offensive against Kurdish forces in Syria in October. Turkey's foreign minister fired back, calling France a state sponsor of terrorism, while President Recep Tayyip Erdogan called Emmanuel Macron brain dead in reference to the French president's previous comments on NATO. And the U.S. Defense Secretary, in an interview with Reuters, also accused Ankara of holding up a NATO defense plan for the Baltic countries and Poland. Mark Esper said Turkey was frustrated over the alliance's refusal to back its offensive in Syria. For this NATO meeting, marking its 70th anniversary, there seems to be several sticking points between member states, threatening to cast a shadow over the milestone. Timothy Ulrich, CGTN.